Greetings everyone, I'm back with a new theory video, and this will be my final theory for the Battle of Happiness arc, as it's going to go live tomorrow. I have one last theory to make, and that is mainly focused to the story. So I would like to start things off is that Hollyberry may go through another illusion or actual Hollyberries based on the trailer. The Hollyberries are denying to go back to the Hollyberry Kingdom. So it may cause Hollyberry to be demotivated even more. Hollyberry's entire motive to come to BC's was to fight Eternal Sugar and protect the Hollyberrians. But then, with the Hollyberrians saying that they want to stay in the paradise and they're being controlled by Eternal Sugar, Hollyberry doesn't know what to do. And so, Hollyberry will still try to find a way to break out the treasure box, and so she'll venture around the treasure chest to escape. And during that time, she will eventually discover a very dark secret. And that is Cookies being trapped in a jar of sorts. Probably Cookies that deny Eternal Sugar's paradise, as she trapped them until they become slothful. Or when one becomes entirely slothful, Eternal Sugar will trap them as a way to preserve their life. Because Cookies still age in the Eternal Sugar paradise. So Eternal Sugar still has to find a way to make sure that they don't die out of old age. So she purposely preserves them in a jar, and maybe they will have their own illusion and dream of them still being in the paradise caused by Eternal Sugar's power. Or maybe Eternal Sugar has an alternative motive, which is her draining their life to preserve the paradise. Sorry for this is edited in the video last minute. I would like to say that Eternal Sugar trapping them in a jar does remind me of the Wind Piercer of Darkness story, where there are cookies trapped in dark enchantress tubes, which could be the ones Eternal Sugar is trapping. She's trapping them in a jar and eventually throwing them into the laboratorium so that Eternal Sugar can harness their life energy. Eternal Sugar will echo in the treasure box, explaining to Hollyberry the entire plan. And when Hollyberry tries to when Hollyberry escapes the treasure box through her own strength, or maybe Raspberry coming in to break the box, or maybe even Sugarfly, because the entire chapter's map is not entirely in the box alone, it's the whole Sugar Paradise. So that means Hollyberry has to escape eventually midway or in between the start. Also, we saw that Sugarfly will have a small boss fight, but maybe it's not like an actual fight, but more like a spar to motivate Hollyberry to fight against Eternal Sugar. Because as we know, Sugarfly is foreshadowed to betray Eternal Sugar, foreshadowed to be in the passion topics, but not the slothful topics which Eternal Sugar has. So that is also another point to take. So when Hollyberry eventually reaches the top of the paradise, she will fight against Eternal Sugar, of course, to free everyone from that paradise that Eternal Sugar is keeping them in. Although she does not have her original shield, she may have maybe a wooden shield or a weak shattered shield that's been manifested by the Soul Gem. Hollyberry still gets the whooping of her lifetime by Eternal Sugar, just like how all the ancients are getting the whooping of their lifetime. Eternal Sugar will say,
자신을 속이려는 걸까? 또다시 누군가가 다치도록 내버려둘 거야? 더 이상 그 누구도 잃고 싶지 않아서 방패를 내려놓은 거 아니었어?
although that's Hollyberry's voice, it could be Shell Milk behind the scenes trying to pull this type of physiological breakdown to Hollyberry too. But I hope it's not Shell Milk. Maybe it's Eternal Sugar herself doing this illusion trick again. So yeah. While Hollyberry is having an internal struggle, she remembers that the reason why she held a shield in the first place.
With her own kingdom, her soul jam slowly grew dimmer and dimmer. And then she remembers her friends, family, and everything she fought for to be standing here today. Hollyberry realized that everyone must have a passion of their own to reach heights beyond comprehension to achieve their own goal.
That's when Hollyberry will awaken along with her new shield, which is an Aegis. And thus, Aegis Hollyberry is born. And that's where Eternal Sugar realizes that she is cooked. So she turns into her devil form and probably exposing the true nature of the paradise. And of course, Eternal Sugar will lose in this battle and retreat. While Hollyberry is maybe trying to renew the paradise or maybe bring the victimized cookies back to her kingdom, Eternal Sugar will eventually meet Shallot Milk. Shallot Milk was implied to be in the story. We may see an interaction between Eternal Sugar and Shallot Milk about the upcoming arc, which is the Battle of Solidarity arc. And one of my commenters, Phantom Milk Cookie, gave me a theory on how a blueberry jester was in chapter 9 inside Hollyberry's head when facing Eternal Sugar Cookie, according to a dialogue called Truth Hidden Deep Within. Usually we will see this background with Shallot Milk more often, especially with no sprite involved in it. So it could be highly likely Shallot Milk Cookie. Thank you so much, Phantom Milk Cookie, for discovering this. Thank you everyone for watching this theory video. Before I end this theory video itself, I would like to say that sorry for being a bit less energetic and hyper today with my theory. I am kind of tired and I was not planning to do a theory video today, but I just thought let's just do it since we are not going to get this chance ever again. But I want to be honest, my first theory for Eternal Sugar is actually very close to how the story is going right now. So I'm kind of shocked and excited for like the entire trap thing with the trap thing, while Barry having some accident happening and Hollyberry going up to the Eternal Sugar paradise and facing Eternal Sugar, which is technically going to happen in the story. But my one showed like the illusion being revealed, but like even the awakening it's so similar with the family and all. It's like 7 months ago and I can't believe that is coming true. So I'm very hyped and very excited. Thank you so much for listening to this incredibly long session. And should I do this more? Thank you everyone. Have a nice day and hope the Eternal Sugar Cookie can get out of demon form.